Rico English News. The only English-speaking broadcast of local Puerto Rican news and entertainment. Please subscribe. Keep us alive.
December 25, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. A minor under 8 years of age is among the 5 people who were injured, Saturday, in the middle of a shooting in which a man died, in Arecibo. Around 8:32 p.m., during a family activity in front of a residence in the University Gardens neighborhood, a moving vehicle began firing at the group, police reported. The person who died was identified as 29-year-old Jean Carlos Castillo Perez, alias Yankee. He suffered gunshot wounds that caused his death on the spot. He was wearing an electronic shackle for a murder charge, weapons violations, car theft and drug charges in 2020. So far this year there have been 610 murders, an increase of 76 compared to the 534 reported for the same period in 2020, according to official police data.
Wednesday, December 22 ND, agents of the United Rapid Action Forces, FURA, of the Police Bureau seized a shipment of 1,050 blocks of cocaine, valued at $18.2 million, which was transported in a boat intercepted on the Caña Azul beach in Guanaca. The director of FURA, Colonel Jose Rodriguez Rivera, explained that a tactical observer spotted a 35-foot boat that seemed suspicious. The boat, with 2 outboard motors, was manned by 2 people who tried to flee when they detected the presence of the police. The crew managed to escape in a dinghy and leave the main vessel. Once the members of the Ponce Puerto Rico Air Unit took control of the boat, they found 42 bales containing 1,050 blocks that, after the field tests carried out, were positive for cocaine. As part of the protocol that applies to drug seizures, the blocks were transferred to agents of the Investigation Unit of the Department of Homeland Security, HSI, and the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA. So far this year, FURA has seized 19,464,273 kilos of cocaine, with a value of $428.2 million.
Thursday, December 23, Humacao, Puerto Rico. The Humacao Command of the Police Bureau requested the help of citizens to find the whereabouts of Victor Bruno Lebron, a resident of Yabucoa, one of the 10 most wanted fugitives from the Humacao Police District. Bruno Lebron, 40, has an outstanding arrest warrant, since August this year, by Judge Enid Rivera, on charges of domestic violence and violations of the weapons law. Magistrate Rivera posted a $600,000 bond.
Sunday, December 26, Humacao, Puerto Rico. A young man died on Sunday afternoon from gunshot wounds in the middle of a police intervention on the PR 9923 highway in the Buena Vista neighborhood in Humacao, the police bureau reported. The agents alleged that they were preparing to arrest him near the Arturo Vasquez Alcatraz Park when the man pointed a firearm at them. After not obeying the commands they gave him, they fired at him. In the preliminary report, it is not clear if the deceased fired a shot at the policeman. The man has not been identified, but authorities estimate that he is between 25 and 30 years old.
Thursday, December 23, Fajardo, Puerto Rico. A 25-year-old young man was kidnapped Thursday in the afternoon in the Monte Brises neighborhood in Fajardo, and 25 minutes later, the police went to another scene where they found a charred body near the landfill in the same municipality. The kidnapped man was identified as Christopher Serrano Gonzalez, 25 years old. Serrano Gonzalez was speaking with another person in front of a residence, when 2 men arrived carrying firearms and wounded him with a bullet. The individuals forced him into a car and sped away. The police did not specify any further details. However, the police reported that 25 minutes after the kidnapping, a call alerted of a car set on fire on the PR 982 highway, kilometer 6.4, near the town's landfill. The charred body was transported to the Institute of Forensic Sciences for identification and autopsy purposes.
December 26, Caimito, Puerto Rico. The authorities are investigating this Sunday the murder of a 57-year-old man that occurred on Saturday night on the Felix Vasquez Road in the La Patita sector, in Caimito. A call to the 911 emergency system alerted police to a person lying on the pavement. There, agents found the body of Carlos Rubin Romero, Trinidad, a resident of the place. The deceased had gunshot wounds in different parts of the body. At the moment, the motive for the events is not clear. At the scene, Bullet castings were found, 9mm, 40, .42 caliber and a rifle, according to the police report.
Friday, December 24th, the Coast Guard repatriated 58 Dominican migrants Friday, who tried to enter Puerto Rico illegally in 2 boats. The 2 groups of Dominicans were intercepted on their journey to the Aguadilla coast, the federal agency detailed in a press release. The latest operation occurred last Tuesday, when a Customs and Border Protection plane on the island spotted a suspicious ship 86 miles northwest of Aguadilla. This resulted in the detaining of a group of 34 Dominicans. This is in addition to the intervention on December 18, when CBP officers spotted another vessel 63 miles northwest of Aguadilla. The Coast Guard intercepted a group of 28 people, all of Dominican nationality.
Wednesday, December 22, San Juan, Puerto Rico, a jury found urban music producer and artist manager Raph Pina Nieves guilty on violations of federal gun laws. The guilty verdict in the Federal Court of Puerto Rico arrived after 6 days of trial. Pina Nieves faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. The sentence will be issued by federal judge Francisco Bisazia on April 1. Pina Nieves will remain under house restriction until sentencing. He will wear a shackle and may leave his home only for medical, religious, and court appearances. "I am a warrior, I am going to keep going and I am going to show the whole world who Raph Pina is," said the producer as he left the court. "It's the first round of 12. I'm going to enjoy Christmas with my family," he added. Rafael Pina Nieves, who professionally goes by Raph Pina, is most known as the label owner of Pina Records and the manager to artists like Daddy Yankee and Natty Natasha. Pina's prior felony conviction is from when he pleaded guilty to mortgage fraud in 2016 and was sentenced to 2 years probation and a $150,000 fine.
December 22, the alleged Dominican drug trafficker Cesar Emillio Peralta Adamez, known as Cesar the Abuser, arrived in Puerto Rico at around 1:45 p.m. Wednesday, after being extradited from Colombia, where he was arrested December 2019. After his extradition to Puerto Rico from Colombia, he appeared in court on Thursday before a federal magistrate in San Juan, and pleaded not guilty on drug trafficking charges. Peralta faces 3 charges issued in 2018 by a federal grand jury in Puerto Rico that accuses him of trafficking heroin and cocaine with shipments from Colombia, the Dominican Republic and Venezuela to Puerto Rico and other United States jurisdictions. Peralta has been in the drug trafficking business since approximately 1997 and his criminal organization received millions of dollars, indicates the affidavit of an agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It is analogous to what El Chapo was. Hector Ramirez Carbo, assistant to the head of the San Juan Federal Prosecutor's Office said. This means that Peralta ran one of the most prolific drug trafficking and money laundering organizations and that he had a high impact on the supply of illicit drugs in the United States, he added.
December 22, Ibanito, Puerto Rico, a jury found Jose Zayas Vega alias Mino, and Miguel Nieves Ortiz alias Mickey, guilty of having murdered the merchant Edwin Dominguez Morales, in the middle of a robbery and break-in at his business in Orocovis, it was reported on Wednesday. According to the evidence presented by the Ibanito Prosecutor's Office of the Department of Justice, on the night of February 5, 2014, both individuals entered to rob the La Divisoria business in the Orocovis municipality. The business owner gave them all the money he had at the time, which was $350. Despite this, they killed him by shooting him in the chest with an AK-47 rifle, explained the prosecutor Casiano Cosme. The men will be sentenced on March 1, 2022 and face a jail term that could exceed 130 years.
December 23, San Juan, Puerto Rico, after the former president of the Federation of Mayors, Angel Perez Otero, alleged his innocence before the federal court, his lawyer, Osvaldo Carrillo, hopes to receive evidence against his client, to analyze in his case of corruption. December 9, federal agents arrested the mayor of one of the wealthiest cities in Puerto Rico on corruption charges. Guaynabo Mayor Angel Perez Otero was charged 3 counts, including bribery and extortion. He is accused of regularly accepting payments of $5,000 in exchange for awarding contracts to the owner of a construction company.
December 3, a prominent mayor in Puerto Rico accused of awarding 50 contracts worth nearly $10 million to an asphalt company pled guilty to conspiracy to commit bribery and receive kickbacks, federal officials reported. Felix Delgado, who served as mayor of the north coastal town of Catano, Puerto Rico, resigned and is scheduled to be sentenced in March 2022 as part of a deal with authorities. He faces up to 5 years in prison.
December 13, federal prosecutors recently accused Ramades Nenitez Cardona, an employee of the town of Frujillo Alto and right hand of Mayor Jose Luis Cruz Cruz, of taking part in a bribery scheme with the company Waste Management Corporation. The $17,250 a month paid to Benitez Cardona contrasts with the $8,000 a month paid to the former mayor of Catano, the convict Felix Delgado Montalvo, and the $5,000 a month paid to the resigning mayor of Guaynabo, Angel Perez Otero. "I am extremely surprised by what just happened," said Mayor Cruz Cruz after learning of the arrest and announcing that he was summarily suspending Benitez Cardona from his position. The expression of surprise is questioned by the fact that, as recalled by the Office of the Special Prosecutors, Benitez Cardona pled guilty under a case in 2016 for violation of the ethics law in the Penal Code, in relation to a transaction with a vehicle. At this time, Mayor Cruz Cruz took no disciplinary action against Benitez Cardona. An FBI spokesperson has stated there is more to come, referring to corruption charges against government officials.
December 28, the number of hospitalizations for COVID-19 increased this Tuesday to 266, which translates to 83 more patients than those reported yesterday. The infection rate thus far by COVID-19, as reported by the Department of Health, is 267,000. This calculates to 8.3% of the island's population. The death rate from COVID-19 is currently reported as 3,291. This calculates to 0.1% of the island's population of 3.2 million. New travel restrictions have been implemented in response to the Omicron outbreak. Mass gathering indoors require proof of vaccination and a negative COVID-19 test within 72 hours. Check with the event ticketing site for rules and regulations. Restaurants require proof of vaccination and negative COVID test within 72 hours for indoor dining. The option to decrease to 50% capacity is no longer available. Unvaccinated persons arriving on domestic flights must quarantine for 7 days, even if their COVID-19 test was negative. A federal mandate enacted December 6 requires all airline passengers to have a negative COVID-19 test 24 hours prior to their flight's departure. Please see the link in the description for an up-to-date guideline of Puerto Rico's COVID-19 restrictions.
December 24, the beach monitoring program of the Department of Natural and Environmental Resources detected excess levels of enterococci bacteria in 8 beaches in the south of the island. The beach names and municipalities are Sardinera Spa or Manuel Nolo Morales in Golden, Punta Salinas Spa in Toa Baja, Patillas Spa in Sideburns, Punta Santiago Beach in Humacao, Blue Beach in Luquillo, Santa Beach in Guanica, Puye Beach in Red Cape and Mojacasa Beach in Red Cape. Bathers should avoid contact with these waters due to the risk of experiencing skin diseases, throat infections, and symptoms in other body systems.
Hatillon, Puerto Rico, the traditional Hatillon Mask Festival, which brings together thousands of people, is still on for tomorrow, December 28, even though mass events are not being recommended. At the moment there are more than 4,000 mask runners who will be participating in some 134 comparses or groups, as part of the traditional Festival of Masks, held in Hatillon.
Here's your weather for the week on the north side of the island. Wednesday, high of 84. Low of 75, with a 10% chance of rain. Thursday, high of 84. Low of 75 with a 12% chance of showers. Friday, high of 84. Low of 73 with a 7% chance of rain. Saturday, high of 82. Low of 73 with a 3% chance of showers. Sunday, high of 82. Low of 73, with a 10% chance of showers, and Monday, high of 84. Low of 73, with a 15% chance of rain.